Yes, Nithyananda, all of you.
Nithyananda.
And what a powerful and wonderful darshan that all of you received by Bhagwan himself. And it's important to understand that Swamiji gives darshan blessings to all of us, and you are there to receive that blessing. That itself is one of the greatest things. See, Swamiji is there. Swamiji he is incarnate to give us the conscious breakthrough, and all of us are here to receive that breakthrough. So, being a part of uh, this whole Swamiji's mission and vision. That itself is the greatest thing. And all of you are blessed to be in this Swamiji's presence and blessings from receiving the blessings from Swamiji. Alright, so with this, we'll be entering into the power manifestation. And today we are doing the power of body scanning. So, in this round, you'll be scanning your overall health of your body. Okay. So we'll be scanning your overall health of your body, and means any part needs healing. You'll be giving healing to your body.
Yes, so let us start. So let's close our eyes and sit comfortably with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And let us invoke Swamiji in our inner space. So we've just had a beautiful darshan of Swamiji. We can use this image, or we can use any image, any murti that you prefer, that you have a strong connection to. So let us invoke Swamiji in our inner space. So just a mere remembrance of Swamiji invokes the Master in our inner space. The inner space, the Ananda Gandha, which is just below the heart center, just around the area of the solar plexus. So let's just take a moment and connect to Swamiji in our inner space. Just feel the love, the compassion, and the infinite grace showering as Swamiji is radiating these qualities and showering us from your inner space, from our inner space. Just feel the superconscious energy that Swamiji is radiating, flowing through our entire body, from head to toe, reaching out to every corner of our body, every one of the trillions of cells that we have in our body, feeling energized with this superconscious energy that Swamiji is radiating. Take a moment and feel the space of oneness with Swamiji. You are one with Swamiji. You are in oneness with Swamiji. Just feel this space of oneness. Just take a moment and sit. Just you and Swamiji in your inner space. Now, from this space of oneness, let us move our gaze gently to the third eye, just between the eyebrows, the Anya chakra. And let us gently look through our third eye into Swamiji's third eye. And as we do so, we create a cord of energy, a connection to Swamiji's third eye. And now just take a moment to feel that connection. Feel your third eye, your Anya chakra, as it is awakened. It is activated by Swamiji. Just feel the energy in your Anya chakra, your third eye. Now, from this space of oneness with Swamiji, and from the powerful cognition that we are Paramashiva, let us manifest this power of body scanning. Let us scan the overall health of our own body. So let us now begin. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yes, continue chanting the Mahavakya and let's begin this power manifestation.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Om Nithyananda.
Yes, you can relax now. And just take a moment and let us know how you went. So this was the power of remote scanning, where you were scanning the general health of your own body. So just take a moment to share with us what was revealed to you. Share with us how you experienced this power of body scanning. So please just take a moment and share. Also requesting, we have a number of participants that have their cameras switched off, requesting everyone to please switch on your cameras and be available in the camera frame itself.
And remember that when you're manifesting the power of body scanning, you can really not only scan, you can heal yourself. As today you achieved the darshan of Jwal Bhagamurti, you already have been initiated into the healer initiation. So let's take a moment and start to scan your own body. You already manifested, and let us share what was revealed to you when you scan your whole body.
So this power can manifest in many different ways. So it can be, you can get some vision, you can hear a sound, you can have a taste, you can have a smell, you can have, it can be in so many different ways. It's something that you might see, might be something that you feel, something, or some piece of information that you just know for some reason. So many different ways. So let us know how you experience this power manifestation as well. So in what way does this power manifest for you?
Yes, let us share, and then once you are done with sharing, we'll be moving on to the next session. So take a moment and share what was revealed to you.
See, we can't stress enough just how important it is to have these power manifestations, to perform these power manifestations straight after darshan. We mentioned it yesterday as well. Look, during darshan, Swamiji brings your energy level so much higher. So we're usually at this level down here. Swamiji brings us during darshans all the way up here. But the problem is that afterwards, our body returns back to normal energy level that it's used to. This is why we do the power manifestations. Once Swamiji brings us all the way up here with the power manifestation practice, that we brought that new level, so it raises our frequency to a higher level, so we can hold the higher frequencies, we can hold the higher energies for longer, and over time we can move up to that higher level, higher frequency level. So that's why it is so important that you do this power manifestation straight after the darshan. So requesting everyone, please, for your super consciousness, for your super conscious breakthrough, please take part in these power manifestations. It is so important.
Alright, so we already have one sharing from Malichika. She said, I feel the heat inside and outside the body more delicately, and I sit up straight during the scan, more peaceful. That's awesome. That's awesome sharing. Thank you for sharing. Just waiting for a couple of minutes as we receive other sharings as well. Then moving on to the next session, which is going to be on the meditation on Amrita Tattva. All right. So if you are still sharing, you can go ahead with the sharing. Meanwhile, we'll be entering into the next session. As we already mentioned, it's going to be the meditation for Amrita Tattva. So let's be in the space of listening and listen.
Now we are working on the Amrita Tattva, means that coolness, energy of coolness. Please do not change any instruction when you practice. Without changing instruction, any meditation you can practice in this whole. But please do not change an instruction and do not alter, do not do any masala. No two meditation techniques at a time. Okay, now we will work on the Amrita Tattva. Means that energy which is called Sitala, which makes you cool. We will work on the Amrita energy. Again, you need to sit on Vajrasana. Let me finish the instruction, then you can do. You will inhale through mouth. You will just stretch the tongue like this. Just fold the tongue. Inhale through mouth. And then just try to digest the air. You will feel a tremendous coolness. Then automatically your body will exhale through nose. Please do not exhale through mouth. Inhale through mouth and exhale through nose. How the last meditation, it will heal any problem related to stomach and the Agni. This will heal anything related to gas, especially if you have gas trouble. Any problem related to gas will be completely healed by this meditation. It will completely heal it. If you try your best to avoid this masala stuff, eating masala stuff, it will always lead to gas trouble. If at all you go to some feast and eat, at least for 1 or 2 days do this meditation. Your stomach will be clean. Your stomach will be clean. Please understand. Inhale through mouth, just swallow the whole air. Automatically your body will exhale through nose. Do not exhale through mouth. And do not try to exhale. Automatically your body will exhale. Just for a few minutes do this. You will have a tremendous coolness inside your system. After this, we will do meditation which connects both. But it will lead you to much more intense level. But you will not be able to do directly that unless you practice these two separately. Please. If you can't sit in the Vajrasana, you can sit normal way. But try your best to sit in Vajrasana.
Swamiji, I cannot hold my tongue.
Oh, at least inhale. Inhale through mouth.
Can I squeeze the pit in?
You just inhale through mouth. Please tie the ribbon. Close your eyes. Start inhaling through mouth. Inhale as intensely as possible, as deeply as possible. When you feel you are full, just swallow. Try to digest the whole thing. Automatically your body will exhale. Please do not exhale through mouth. Your body will exhale by itself. Inhale as much as possible. Try to digest the whole thing. Inhale intensely through mouth. Allow the body to exhale through nose.
The ferociousness of seeking is powerful enough, like the fire of Kalabhairava, to burn everything which need to be burnt and destroyed inside you. Laziness, tiredness, boredom, everything which need to be taken out of you can be just like that burned. How many microseconds it will take for negativity to disappear in front of Kalabhairava's ferociousness? Not even micro millisecond.
Yes, Nithyananda, all of you. So after this meditation, now it's time that we move on to the next session. And the next session is going to be on meditation on preventive curation. All right. So as you enter into this session, make sure it's going to be a guided meditation by Swamiji himself. So please come to the space of listening as we enter into this meditation.
We'll have a small discussion, more than a discourse, it will be like a discussion on the subject meditation, preventive and curative. How meditation cures the illnesses and prevents the illnesses, physical and mental. I'll try to give you a few information, then you can put any questions you want. I'll try to respond to the questions. Hope you are able to follow my accent. First, let us understand the word curative and preventive. We all give so much of emphasis, we put so much of our effort, we spend all our money, energy, everything to cure the diseases. But we forget to put even 1% effort to prevent the diseases. Not only as an individual, as a group, or as a society, or as a country. We open so many hospitals. All the governments of the world, they spend so much of time, energy, money in curing the diseases. But somehow I do not know, they don't believe in preventing the diseases. Because first thing, we don't believe the disease can be prevented. People who are working on the medical field, whether in the field of psychology or in the field of physiology, they are continuously working only with patients, the scientists, the doctors, the research scholars. They are working only with the patient. So finally they have come to a conclusion, man as such is illness. That's a beautiful letter written by Sigmund Freud after the research of 30 years in the field of
psychology. Of course, Sigmund Freud is considered to be a father of psychology. He says, according to my experience, man as such is sickness. Man as such cannot live happily. Of course, the specimens which he got, fortunately or unfortunately, he had only patience to do research. All his life he met with only patients, sick people. So naturally, he did not have an opportunity to interact with a Buddha, with an enlightened man, with a person who has achieved spiritual bliss in himself. Because he did not have an opportunity to have contact or connection with an enlightened man, with a spiritual person, he came to a conclusion: life as such is misery. Human being as such cannot be healed. Human being as such is nothing but the bundle of sufferings. He concluded, you cannot heal human beings as such. But Eastern mystics, the rishis, declare Amritasya Putra, human beings as such, human beings by nature are the embodiment of immortality. Human beings by nature, the embodiment of energy. Human beings by nature, the embodiment of bliss. You see, after such a lot of research, psychology has come to a conclusion. The nature of the human being is sickness. But the rishis, they declare the nature of the human beings is bliss. Of course, which point of view you take up, based on that, your whole life will be changed. Your whole life will be changed based on that point of view. The rishis speak about potentiality. Sigmund Freud is speaking about the reality in which we are living. The reality is the sickness. We have physical, mental sicknesses. But even though we have sickness, life itself is not a suffering. Just because you see the clouds, you cannot say sky itself is nothing but clouds. There is some space beyond the clouds which we call pure sky. There is a space in which sun shines, the silence, the beauty, the bliss prevails beyond the sky. Just because you see clouds from here, you cannot say sky is nothing but clouds. So rishis say, declare, any disease is nothing but a cloud in your body, in your mind. Just like clouds, this also will pass, this also will move. We work intensely to cure once we fall sick. But somehow we don't try to prevent. Because when you are healthy, you take your body for granted. You take your health for granted. When you are healthy, you don't even remember your body. The definition of health is, if you are able to forget your boundary, you are healthy. If you are able to forget your body, you are healthy. There's a beautiful saying in Taoism, when the shoe fits, leg is forgotten. When the belt fits, belly is forgotten. When the chain fits, neck is forgotten. You forget. If you are healthy, you forget your whole body. You don't remember your body. You don't remember your boundary. You don't think that I should do something to maintain my health. One more thing. We always think no diseaseness as a health. If you are not going to any hospital, if you are not taking any medicine, if you are able to manage your day-to-day routine without any medication, you think you are healthy. But according to me, the definition for health is a positive well-beingness. It is not only no diseaseness. No diseaseness is only one part of health. There is something more to health than simple no diseaseness. The positive well-being. Positive well-being more than no diseaseness is what I call health. Life. If you look at the life from the point of view of the masters, ancient masters, the rishis, they say it is just to be lived in a blissful way. They say Anandam Brahma Navyajanat. There is a quotation in Sanskrit. It means existence is bliss. Don't waste it by missing it. Existence is the very existence. Your very life, your very breathing, your very living in this body is bliss. They say the body is filled with nectar, with bliss. The very life is bliss. And then they advise, please don't waste it by not enjoying it, by not experiencing it. If you are experiencing life as a misery, life as a totality of clouds, you are missing life somewhere seriously. You are sick somewhere very seriously. If you are feeling life is a suffering, then be very clear, you are missing the life somewhere very seriously. Only when you feel life is a great blessing, only when you feel life is a great energy, life is an overflow of energy, you are living it. Existence is bliss. You cannot exist without bliss, because anything in the world can exist only when it has got the feeling that it is going to have some bliss or it is having some bliss. Even the early morning, when you get up, if you remember somebody who gives you inspiration, or if you remember some joy, some pleasure which gives you inspiration, only then you will even think of getting up from the bed. Otherwise, what will you think? Oh, let us lie down. Let us have a little more time. Only when you remember something which you are supposed to do, which is going to give you directly or indirectly the bliss, joy, immediately you jump out of your bed. Bliss is the one and only inspiration. Joy is the one and only hope with which human beings are still alive on the planet Earth. Life as such is bliss. Only when you understand life as such is bliss, we will be able to go forward, we will be able to move ahead in our journey of preventing the diseases. As long as you have a deep faith that life as such is a misery, whatever you do will be against the life. You will go against the current, because you will think life as such is misery. Let me try to escape from the misery. But if you understand Life as such is bliss. You will try more and more to relax. Only two options. If you think life as such is misery, you will try to escape from the earth. You will try to fly. You will try to escape somewhere. If you think life as such is joy, bliss, then you will try more and more to relax. Meditation. When I use the word meditation, what I mean, let me explain. Putting your mind totally at ease with your body and with your consciousness is what I call meditation. Now, your body and mind are not ease with each other. Let me give you the scale. What I mean by the word mind and body in ease with each other. If you are totally living comfortably inside your boundary, inside the boundary of your body, your mind is comfortable with your body. But as of now, just see the way in which your mind and body lives. If your body, if you are in the house, morning, you are thinking about your office. What has to be done here, what has to be done there. If you are in the office, you are thinking of evening going to some party or some outing or to some beach. If you are in the beach, you are thinking when to go back to the house. When you are in the house, again you start planning for the next day morning. If you are in the house, you can be sure your mind is not in the house. That much is sure. You are not staying inside your boundary. If you are here, we can be sure of one thing, your mind is not here. That much is sure. Wherever your body is, you are not. Your being, your mind is not comfortable with your body. That is why it moves anywhere, here and there. You are not happy with the present moment. That is why either you indulge in the past or you try to brood over about the future. The pull towards the future or being caught up in the past happens because you are not happy with the present. If you are happy, if you are enjoying the present moment, this moment of your body and mind, naturally you will see your mind is eased with your body. Your mind will not be moving around. It will not be too much worrying about the past, or it will not be too much bothering about the future. If you are too much bothering about the future and the past, be very clear, your mind is not staying inside your body. Your mind is not eased with your body. There is a two kind of thinking. One is planning, another one is worrying. Planning happens based on your body. Planning means the chronological planning. You plan for your day-to-day routine. Tomorrow what I am supposed to do, day after tomorrow what I am supposed to do. You make a goal in your life. The planning is perfectly alright. That happens keeping your body as a center. Your consciousness, your mind stays inside the body and it works. You plan it. Planning never sucks your energy. If you know planning, it never sucks your energy. It never makes you tired. You never feel sucked by planning. Planning never depresses you. Planning never makes you feel bored, disturbed about the life. It just continuously gives you energy. I tell you, the people who do the planning in the field of construction or in the field of machineries, they feel a tremendous satisfaction. They feel deep satisfaction of creating something. A proper planning is creativity. One more thing, only God can create. If you are creating, you are experiencing godliness for that few moments. Only when you experience godliness in you for few moments, you can also become a creator. Anything on the planet Earth can be created only by God. If you are creating, you are experiencing godliness for the few moments. That is why these great poets and great dancers, great musicians, they will have such a deep satisfaction in their being, such a deep fulfillment in their being. You cannot imagine the fulfillment and the satisfaction people get when they create something solidly. That is why the field of music, field of dance, the field of art, in the field of art, so many thousands travel. It is not that everyone is getting paid. There are thousands of people who do it as a hobby. Why that becomes hobby for somebody? Because it gives a deep fulfillment. Fulfillment can come only when you experience godliness which is inside you. People who experience godliness, only they can create. When you create, you experience godliness. When you experience godliness, you create. Because God is the one and only creator. Except Him, nobody can create. When a woman becomes mother, she feels totally satisfied. She reaches her fulfillment because she has created. She has realized her potentiality. When the seed becomes tree, it gets such a deep satisfaction because it has realized its potentiality. So when you start creating, you realize your potentiality. You realize the God within you. Creativity, creating makes you realize your potential energy, and creativity fulfills you, rejuvenates you continuously. Second type of thinking, worrying, means you will not be center of your mind. Your body will not be center of your mind. Your mind will be centered on something else, somewhere else. Your body will be here, but your mind is traveling somewhere, thinking something and brooding over about the future. Either you create imaginations based on greed, or you create fears, phobias based on fear. Greed and fear. When you travel in these two space, in these two zones, the rishis have beautifully described the greed, fear, anger, jealousy, all these emotions as a hell. You should understand, hell is not geographical, it is psychological. Hell is not geographical, it is psychological. It is the state in which your mind stays. It is the space with which your mind is staying. When you are filled with greed and fear, you are worrying. You are in the space of hell. You are not comfortable with yourself. You are not comfortable with your body. you are not happy with your body. So naturally, you feel a deep discontentment. You feel a deep discontentment. You create more and more troubles for your body and for your mind. When I say the word meditation, I mean your mind living totally ease with your body. You living inside your boundary. You living comfortably with your boundary. That is what I call meditation. There are thousands of techniques to reach that state. Those techniques are called meditation techniques. Let me explain how the meditation is going to cure you and how it can going to prevent you from the sicknesses. First, physically, there are thousands of researches which has proved meditation cures illnesses. In our own experience, in my own life, not only in my body, I have seen in thousands of people's body meditation doing miraculous cure and healing. Just a month ago, before I started my trip, maybe 1.5 months ago, one lady, she came to meet me. She was having 20 years of psoriasis, skin disease. She said, I have tried all possible medications, Swamiji. Please help me, do something and help me. I was sitting and speaking to her. When I was speaking, I was able to find out she has got a deep self-condemnation. She has got a deep self-condemnation and low self-esteem about herself. After speaking to her, I just gave her a small suggestion. Please stand in front of mirror and shout at yourself, scream at yourself for 15 minutes a day. This is what I gave. Stand in front of mirror for 15 minutes and shout, scream as much as possible on you. Bring out the anger, the violence, self-condemnation which you have on yourself. I told her, shout, bring it out. Express it. Vomit it out. Finish it off. Of course. Naturally she said, no, how can I do all these things? I am already in depression and disturbed mood. You are telling me to do something impractical. Swamiji, don't tell all these things. I told her, please try just for 21 days. I am not asking more, just 15 minutes, 21 days. You are suffering 20 years. Why not give me 20 days? She said, all right, I'll try. I just told her, stand in front of mirror, feel as if you are going to jump out of your skin, shout, scream as much as possible, condemn yourself as much as possible, shout at yourself as much as possible, bring all the negativity out and throw away. You will be surprised, you will be shocked. We have recorded medically, 15th day she was totally healed. In 15 days she is totally healed and it never came back. Of course, she says, in these 20 years, not even one day her skin has become alright. Even if she takes strong medication, she will only feel a little bit of development, never a total cure. Now, without any medication, without any medicine, just by meditation. Totally she has been healed. This is a technique from Sufism. The technique which I gave her is from Sufism. Totally she has been healed. Difficult to believe. But like the same way, thousands and thousands of cases were recorded. Actually, skin disease is nothing but the byproduct of self-condemnation and low self-esteem. Same way, we have thousands of written testimonials, written letters, and medical reports for the power of meditation to cure the sicknesses physically. Of course, mentally, there is no need even for any testimonial. If you just practice, you will understand. To know the apple is tasty, you don't need any testimonial or certificate. Have a bite, you will understand. To know the meditation cures mental sicknesses. Meditation makes you feel the well-being inside your mind. You don't need to believe, just have a bite. Then you will realize what miracles meditation does. It gives you a deep fulfillment. Not only health, deep fulfillment. Almost all our psychological disorders are based on fear and greed. Too much of greed, too much of hope leads to hopelessness. According to me, all hope leads to hopelessness. Hope means path to hopelessness. Hopelessness is the goal to which you are traveling through the path of hope. Hope is the path, hopelessness is the goal. Any hope only leads to hopelessness. If you are hoping to have some money, if you are not achieved, God saved you, you will not fall in depression. If you achieve, you will have something called depression of success. You have achieved that money, but you have not achieved the joy which you expected you will achieve by achieving that money. There is a two thing. You don't work for money just for the sake of money. You think you will have something through the money. But only when you achieve that status, that number one, the top of the ladder, you feel like a fool. Oh, I have done, but what did I gain? What did I get? What am I getting? Only when you achieve your hope, you understand you have ended up in hopelessness. Till you achieve your hope, you will have the hope. At least you have hope. But once you have achieved the hope, all your hopes, you will see the hopelessness in it. That is why people who have had enough of outer world, they turn towards the inner world. Automatically they turn towards the inner world. Because fulfillment of the hope leads you to the hopelessness. Meditation, not only it takes you beyond the fear and greed, it gives you a deep sense of fulfillment, well-being. It just makes you feel the life itself is ecstasy. Life is too short to be spent in worrying. You can't afford to worry in such a short span. Life is so valuable, you can't afford to spend that in worrying. Your present moment is so valuable, you can't afford to spend the present moment in chasing the future or for the sake of past. You cannot waste your present moment for the sake of past or for the sake of future. Meditation makes you to realize the value of present moment. Meditation makes you to feel to experience the ecstasy of the present moment. Of course, because we have never experienced this moment, present moment, what Buddha calls as tathata. Tathata means the suchness. We have never experienced the suchness. We are nothing but a link between past and the future. We are never an entity. We are never an individual in present. We have never experienced the suchness. Only when you experience suchness, you will understand the beauty and grandeur of it. Then you understand my statement, life is bliss, life is joy, life is ecstasy. Rishis always declare life is ecstasy. When you experience the bliss, you feel such a deep contentment, such a deep fulfillment, such a deep satisfaction. Not only you prevent diseases happening, the basic disease, the idea I am the body itself is cured. There are two kinds of diseases in us. One is sickness related to body and sickness related to the idea I am the body. First thing, sickness related to body can be cured and prevented by meditation. There are thousands of records. One doctor, Mr. Murali Krishna, he's from Oklahoma. He has done a deep research on this mind matter. I know him personally. In his research report called Mind Matter, he has given so many proofs, scientific proofs, how your wrong thinking, your wrong mental setup, your mind disturbs your health. He says, in the moments of anger and violence, and in the moments of vengeance, you have 220% more chances for heart attack. So many research scholars, so many doctors prove the mind over the matter, the mind over the body. What miracles, what power your mind has got over your body. If you look little deep, there is no such thing as mind and body exists. There is only one thing called mind-body. There is only one thing, mind-body. One end of your being is body, the other end of your being is mind. What you experience is mind, what you express is body. Expression of the mind is body. Experience of the body is mind. It is the same thing. This end is body, outer end is body, inner end is mind. There is no two separate things, body and mind. There is only one thing, body, mind, that's all. So when you know how to handle your mind, it does miracles on your body, on your health, to cure and to prevent. Above all, ultimately, the ultimate disease, idea I am the body, will also be cured. Because once you start feeling I am the body, you start feeling the boundary. Feeling the boundary is nothing but sickness. When you forget the boundary, you are in health. When you are totally healthy, you don't walk, you just feel like flying. In Zen Buddhism, they say if somebody walks, he cannot be Buddha. Buddha floats. Means don't think you'll be flying, literally. It more means not a physical flying, it's a being which floats. When you are really healthy, when you are really blissful, when you are in ecstasy, you don't walk, you just float. Because your being is so light, so beautiful, just like a flower, you float on the planet Earth. Normally, all the societies, all the communities, all the governments, they work to cure the people, but they never work to prevent the diseases. Meditation will prevent, will destroy very root of the disease. Actually, people want sick people so that they can serve. I have seen many missionaries. I used to ask the people, the voluntary organizations, the missionaries, you are spending so much of your money in curing, why don't you spend a little bit on preventing? They said, no, Swamiji, then our business will be gone. What can we do if the diseases are prevented? We need people to save. We need people to cure. So first they should fall sick. Only then we can cure them. We can help them. So it is the interest of the society. They wanted people to fall sick because they will have the opportunity to cure. That is the reason so many voluntary institutions, so many social service groups, they work to cure, but they never work towards the prevention. Meditation is a wonderful technique to prevent, because it never allows any suppression, any repression in your system. It continuously rejuvenates you and cleanses you out of, it cleanses your whole being. Continuous cleaning process of suppression and repression rejuvenates you and keeps you away from the disease and keeps you in a total well-being. Let you take up a little bit of meditation. If time permits, we will have a small technique. Let you take up some meditation technique as a part of your life, not only to cure, but to prevent the illnesses and reach the bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you. If you have any questions, because whatever I said is more or less like a hypothesis. If you have anything, you are welcome to question. Yes.
You say bliss, and I have a little translation. I reach for that definition. If I have to ask, maybe I don't know. But describe bliss to me in your words.
Bliss.
Bliss?
I can describe in two ways. One is not feeling caged, bound. Swatantra means the freedom. Second, feeling blessed to have this body. You have a deep feeling that Divine has blessed you. The existence has blessed you by your life. The very life is a blessing. The very life is a bliss. Somebody, a small story. One young man, unemployed, poor, went to the church and started praying to God. Oh God, please help me, have mercy on me. Somehow give me $100. I'll be able to manage my 1 week. Within a week, I'll find out my job, then I'll give you the donation. First $100, please help me. Of course, priest heard the prayer. He really felt sympathetic towards that boy. And priest thought, after all, poor boy, let me try to help him. He put $50 in a cover, went near him and handed over the cover and told, "Oh, my son, God has told me to hand over this cover to you. Please have it." The boy rushed to his place, opened the cover and saw $50. Immediately he started praying to God. "Oh God, next time when you send money, please send directly." The priest has taken half of his commission. Please don't send through the priest. You see, the boy is looking what is missing, not what is given. He feels life is a suffering even when he gains. Even when he gets something, he is not able to enjoy the life. So when the attitude is set in that way, if your mind is set for that, whatever you gain, finally you make the same comment like that boy. "Oh God, next time send directly, don't send through priest." One person came and told me, "Swamiji, you say life is bliss, but I have lost my diamond ring. What do you say about it? I am suffering." I told him, "Fool, feel that you have a finger. You have not lost your finger. Enjoy. Feel the joy and bliss that you are alive. Every moment is just a pure gift from existence. Can you earn your life? You can earn everything to live. But can you earn the life itself? No, not even a single breath. It is a pure gift from existence. Feeling blessed for having this body and life. First thing, not feeling bound, not feeling caged, feeling a tremendous freedom, inner freedom. Next thing, feeling blessed to have this life itself. These are the two feelings, I call it as bliss. These two put together and something more than these two, what I call bliss. In Sanskrit there is a word ananda. I broke that word ananda and gave you the meaning. Means feeling of blessedness, ashirvada. Nanda means a feeling of freedom, unboundedness. By your very nature, you are in bliss. That is why you work for bliss. See, if you get a headache, you try all your best to come out of headache. Why? You know your nature is not headache. Your nature is headachelessness. So you work towards it. If your very nature is a headache, will you work to come out of headache? You will not even know that there is some period called headachelessness. You will just be in the headache. Now you work for headachelessness because you know that is your nature. So you want to go back to your nature. That's why you work intensely to come out of the headache. You take some pill, you take some medicine, you take some rest, you do something to come out of the headache. Same way, You know for sure in your heart of heart, you know bliss is your nature. That is why you work towards it. You work for it. You strive for it as a nature. Whether you search through meditation or you search through the outworld, money, anything, it is only search for bliss. Search for money is also nothing but search for bliss. You want to expand your boundary. If you have more money, you have more choices. You have more choice. You can choose this or that. That is the reason you want more money. More money means you have more freedom. Your boundary is big. So the expansion of boundary, the more freedom is what you search even through money. Money as well as the meditation. Both is nothing but the path to the bliss. If you go through money, you try through the outer world. If you go through meditation, you try through the inner world. Both are nothing but the techniques which you try to the bliss. But the problem is, money gives you choices between sufferings, that's all. You can use this, you can choose this suffering or that suffering, that's all. But meditation puts you in choicelessness, which is ultimate bliss. Choicelessness is the ultimate bliss. Money gives you choice between sufferings. Meditation gives you choicelessness, which is bliss itself. Yes.
Can you explain something, the difference in pleasure and bliss?
Pleasure, which is between two pains, is bliss. Actually, bliss, when it is marked between two pains, it is pleasure. I can say in this way, the gap between two wars can never be called as peace. It's a preparation for the other war. Gap between two wars, if you call that as a peace, the gap between two pains, you can call that bliss as a pleasure. If I were to put it in a much more clear way, bliss is eternal. The small portion of the bliss is pleasure. Bliss experienced for a very short time is pleasure. When you try to hold the bliss, it just escapes from your hand. It slips away from you. Then it becomes pleasure. Anything which is experienced for a short time, the short time bliss, part time bliss is pleasure, full time pleasure is bliss. That's all.
That's why we greet the people, pleasure to meet you. Not
See, the bliss itself is choicelessness. People are greedy of my state when they see me again and again, when they live around me. They are greedy of the state in which I am living. I have seen many people feeling jealous. Swamiji, you are continuously happy, continuously joyful. And they know it is not that I don't have problems. I have enough problems. And just yesterday somebody asked me, seeing the way in which we work, are you spiritual master or CEO? And we work almost like a CEO of a company. So much of work is done. So much of problems are faced. So much of problems are solved. It's not that I don't have problems. I don't have something to do. But people ask me, how are you able to maintain continuous joy, continuous bliss? How it happens? I tell them, It happens because they don't have choice. Choicelessness is bliss. But people choose bliss, then they fall in suffering. Choicelessness is bliss. But when you choose choicelessness, again you are trapped. You are in the trap. You try to work for choicelessness. I tell you, drop the idea to choose or to be in choicelessness. Drop even choice towards choicelessness. Then you will see bliss happening to you. Bliss is like a breeze. You cannot make it happen. You can only open the door to let the breeze in. You can only let the breeze in by opening the door. You cannot make the breeze happen to you. Bliss is like a breeze. You cannot make the bliss to happen. You can only create a space in which bliss can happen. So, if you open the door, the breeze will be in. So, drop the choice between choice and choicelessness. Then you will see bliss happening to you. I think we'll have a small meditation technique. Is it okay with you all? Anybody, for any reason, if you don't want to meditate or if you can't meditate, you can leave the hall. You are free to decide. It's only choice. It's a very initial level technique which I always give, which I always prescribe for the people to start. Simple technique, but very effective, highly powerful. I call it Maha Mantra, means the greater technique. Mantra means technique. Very simple but highly effective. Let me give you the instruction, then you can start the technique. Just 20 minutes technique. 4 instruction. First, sit straight, let your head, neck and the backbone be in straight line. Next, close your eyes. Third, let me finish the instructions, then you can start doing. Third, create humming sound. Let your mouth be closed, but create a humming sound. Just like humming sound for 20 minutes as intensely as possible. Because this sound clears the energy and air circulation of your system. The energy circulation of your system is cleared by this humming sound. So intensely try to create humming sound. When you hum, you will have the cough, yawning, everything out. Don't bother about it. Let everything be cleared. Feel you are an empty vessel. The ferociousness of seeking is powerful enough, like the fire of Kalabhairava, to burn everything which need to be burnt and destroyed inside you. Laziness, tiredness, boredom, everything which need to be taken out of you can be just like that burned. How many microseconds it will take for negativity to disappear in front of Kalabhairava's ferociousness? Not even micro millisecond.
Yes. So with this, we'll be moving on to the next session, which is going to be depression to expression.
Yes, so pressing everyone, let us sit comfortably with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And let us come to a space of listening as we hear from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on this very topic.
As long as it is flowing, it is a river, expression. And it stops moving, depression. In our life also, as long as your mental thinking, your energy is just flowing, it's just moving without being stopped either by the greed or by the fear. Attachment makes you stop and fear makes you stop. Attachment and the fear. These are the two things makes your life dull. You may think, how can you say Swami, attachment only makes our life more joyful? It is never the attachment. If you have the attachment, you can never enjoy anything. You can never enjoy if you are attached to something. Because if you are attached, you will only try to preserve or protect, never enjoy it. To enjoy, to live it, you need to let go. Only when you let go the things, you can really live the things. Only when you have the courage to live, you will have the courage to live. Most of us don't express ourselves, don't give our love, because we are afraid one day we may be cheated. One day we may be exploited. One day he may take himself back. She may move away from us. The fear that he may move away from us, she may take herself back, makes us not to open our hand, open our heart too much. Even in your relationship, even in your love, you are very careful, very calculative. You see, you try your best not to open up too much. The fear that he may move, she may take away herself from you, makes you not to open. The attachment, the very root of the attachment is nothing but the fear. The attachment is the idea which never lets you flow as you are. It never lets you to change your life. It never lets you to flow with existence. Whenever seed dies, whenever your desires die, your attachment dies, you move or you become a new person. Your next dimension opens. Your attachment to the dolls and toys should die for you to grow. Unless those attachments are dead, how you're attached to all car and not car. How can you grow to the level of getting attached to the real car? When you let go your attachments with the doll, then you go to the level of getting attached to the real thing. When you let go, you grow one step further. After letting go or letting not attachment. By the attachment, not a way to express yourself. You come upon a new creative thing. Your life is flooded by creativity. As on now, because of our attachment and the fear. When I say attachment, I don't mean only the physical things. Attachment to your concepts, attachment to your judgments, attachment to your ideologies. Even those things makes you very dull and depressed. Most of the time, we carry others' opinions, others' ideologies, others' philosophies on our head. Small story. One are the people who suffer the most on the planet Earth. Philosophers never put hell, because they are already in hell. The philosopher, he wants to repair his shoes. He ran to a cobbler who repairs his shoes. He asked him, "Can you repair my shoes? I have to go out and repair my shoes." Cobbler, the saint, the Zen master, he said, "I can barely repair it and give you, but it takes at least half an hour." Philosopher said, No, I have to go urgently, do something immediately. Master said, "All right, then wear the another pair of shoes." He gave her another pair of shoes. Told, "Wear this pair, go to your lecture and come back. By the time you come back, I'll keep your shoes ready. Your shoes will be ready. You can have them back." The man got terribly angry. And you can see one more symptom of philosopher's ego. That man got totally angry. What? How can you say, how can you tell me to wear somebody else's shoes? Master said, "Fool. Many things, there is so many questions, ideas, and why not somebody else's shoes on your legs? This is much better than that." Most of the time, we carry everybody's ideas on our head, others' ideology, prejudices on our head. We get attached to the ideology and concepts. It's a beautiful saying by a Western philosopher. You cannot step into the same river twice. Because next time when you step, the river has changed. The water has changed. It is not the same water. It is not the same river. You may be stepping from the same ghat, same steps, but never into the same river. Because it is always new. Every second the river is new. That is why they say you cannot step into the same river twice. But I tell you, you cannot even step into the same river once. How? By the time you put your steps into the water, by the time it reaches the ground, the water has changed. By the time your leg reaches the ground or the sand in the river, the water has changed. So not only twice, you cannot step into the river even once. Just like a river, life is changing moment to moment. But you hold on to your ideologies, your concepts, your prejudices about the situation, about the person. About the situation and about the persons.
You have your own idea about the persons. You have your own idea about the situation. You have your own idea about everything. You think this person means he will act like this only. That person means he will react like this only. There is every chance he must have changed. He might have been transformed. But we never respect others' transformation. And not only the others change, even you change many times. Yesterday you may be the person with full of anger and vengeance. Today something would have happened to you. There is every possibility your inner personality must have changed. But because you don't believe the transformation can happen to you, because you don't trust the transformation is possible to you, because you never feel or trust the transformation or the growth can happen to you, you bring the same mental setup, you bring the same type of reaction, you take the same type of decisions. Then, today you need a perfect anger. That is disturbed. Today, there is a chance you have learned. You have learned. But you don't trust your inner consciousness. You don't let go your decisions. You don't change your choices because you don't trust that growth can happen to you. Transformation can happen to you. Today when somebody criticizes, again unconsciously you choose the same decision which you did yesterday. Will come and ask me, Swamiji, what you say sounds so nice to us. We feel every word from your mouth is a truth. It's ultimate truth. But we are stuck, we are not able to practice. Especially these so-called Vedantic students. If you want to see the schizophrenic people, go and see the Vedantic students. Vedantic students are nothing but schizophrenic. The head pulls one side, heart pulls the other side. They are always in dilemma. Problem. I have seen many Vedantic students. They come and tell me, Swamiji, I understand all the truth, but in practical life, I am not able to put it. I am not able to have experiential. What can I do, Swami? What should I do? When you say, I understand, I am not able to put into practical life, somewhere you miss. Understand one thing. Do you say, I understand the fire will burn, but Swamiji, I am not able to resist putting my hands into the fire? You never say that. When you understand the fire will burn, automatically you keep yourself out. Even if you are touched by the fire, you run. When you follow that, why not this? First thing, there is some serious problem in your understanding. You may not have understood, but you may be posing yourself that you have understood. Next thing, after understanding some new concept, let go your old ideologies. Don't have attachment to your past decisions. Don't have attachment in the way you which lived. You have an old mental setup. You have old mental conditioning, way of reacting to the situations, way of reacting to the persons, way of reacting to the life. Your attachment to those ways of reacting to the persons, to those ways of reacting to the situations, to those ways of reacting to the life, never lets you enter into the new understanding. When you let go your old ways of reacting, your old ways of choices, when you are not attached to your old ways, to your old choices, when you let go, you'll end up with a new understanding. Any seed which decides to die only can become tree. Deciding to sprout means deciding to die. All pathfinders are path breakers. When you decide to sprout, you decide to die. Only when you decide to die as an old person, you will decide to be born as a new person, new being. Most of the time, our attachment to the concepts, to the ideologies, to the philosophies makes us not to move ahead. That is the major obstruction which makes your personality from river to the pool, from expression to depression. Depression is nothing but the mood or the mind which does not flow with the life. It is nothing but the energy of your being not able to cope up with the reality. You have two things, the imaginary life and the real life. When your imaginary being, when your concept about yourself or your concept your idea with which you live, your decision with which you face your life, all these things, when they are not able to cope up with reality, you fall in depression. Whenever your being does not meet the real life, you fall in depression. The conflict between the real life and your being, the reality and your imagination is what I call depression. Whenever you are in conflict, you are in depression. Depression can be used as a beautiful meditation. In Tantra, they say that the beautiful teaching set a meditation. Attributed to Shiva, which is written 5,000 years ago. The full name of it is called Mahanirvana Tantra, the way to attain the eternal liberation. Tantra means Shakti, Nirvana means liberation, Mahanirvana means eternal liberation, or ultimate liberation. The ultimate liberation, way to ultimate liberation, the technique to ultimate liberation. There is a beautiful sloka. Whenever your mind falls in depression, don't resist with it. By resisting, again you will be creating one more imagination how you should be. I've always seen worry is one problem. People start worrying about the worries. You come and tell me, Swamiji, I have too many worries, what can I do? They make one more worry out of the worries. Now, as on now, if you have 10 problems, the one more problem, 11th problem, you have so many worries. 11th problem is created by the idea that you have too many worries. Fighting with worries or resisting the worries only going to create one more worry. Again, that becomes one more stone, one more rock which stops your growth. If you are worrying, they say the worry can be used simply as a technique to reach yourself. Actually, in depression, you are more solid than in joy. So if you can use the depression as the path, you can reach your being. In depression, you can actually touch your being. Depression can become an experience of peace in you. Whenever you want the aloneness, whenever your inner being wants little rest from your regular activities, it sends you the message. That message only is read as a depression by you. It just wants to rewind. It just wants to rest for few days or for few minutes or for few hours. But by the society, the conditioning of the society has taught you rest or relaxing means something wrong. You have an idea, you have a deep condemnation against resting or laziness. Society never wants you to rest. Society wants you to run, because only then it can use you. For the sake of utility of the society, it has created a deep guilt in you about the rewinding or the resting process. Even when you rest just to run, not for the sake of enjoying the rest. All your vacation, you take the vacation just to run again. Even at the time of vacation, you are expecting when it will end, when I can start running again. You are just waiting to run. The gap between two wars can never be called as peace. It is preparation for the other war. War, preparation for the other war, war. Gap between two wars can never be called as peace. Just like that. Your vacation can never be called as vacation. It is just the gap between two wars. You are preparing again to wage the war. That is why even in your vacations, you don't rest. You don't relax. Inside your mechanism, inside your system, you have a deep hatred towards resting, towards relaxing, towards laziness. The very word laziness has got some condemnation in it. Your mental setup has become such. You resist your need for aloneness. You resist your being's request for its own space. Your being needs its own space. Your being needs a little bit of aloneness. But your resistance to give aloneness, your resistance to give space for your being only creates depression. When you resist, being starts taking away, being starts rewinding itself, being starts shrinking from your mind. Your being getting shrunk from your own being. Part of your being is just rewinding from your activities, your regular day-to-day routine. That is what you call depression.
Yes. So with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's day 19 of Paramashivoham Level 1. It has been a long day, and the sessions were especially on the Arogya Spurana, health. And Swast Swamiji, Swast is a Sanskrit word which means when you are healthy physically, mentally, and consciously. That total health is Swast. Alright, so with this, we have finished today's day 19 of Paramashivoham. Tomorrow again we'll be back with another exciting sessions, and tomorrow we'll be having sessions on yoga integrated science of mind, body and spirit.
Yes, so please make sure you join us, and make sure you join us early for the first program, first session of the day, which is of course the yoga 108 asana sequence of the Pratama Vinyasa Krama. So requesting everyone, please make sure that you don't skip the yoga. It's a very important component. And after that, of course, we will get into the program of the day. So with that, we thank you very much for joining us for today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. There will
Yes.
be
And as we go through tomorrow will be the day 20 of Paramashivoham. It has been tomorrow will be the second last day of the 21 day of Paramashivoham. So make sure that you, so as Swamiji is giving this opportunity to all of us to attend this 21 day of Paramashivoham program. Whole program itself Swamiji has designed, and we say again and again, with detox, yoga, powerful cognitions, internalization exercise, meditation techniques, power manifestation. Whole design itself is to detoxify you, remove all the toxins from your body, align your body, your mind, program yourself to that super conscious energy to land. So it is important to first start with the detox, taking haritaki, neem juice. Then first session as it starts with yoga. So do not miss yoga. Attend the day every day yoga, and then take the next sessions starting with the yoga and then power manifestation, then the powerful cognitions, internalization exercise, techniques, kriyas, and especially all the participants who have been with us all 19 days. It's important to understand that when Swamiji is giving this beautiful opportunity to all of us, having Swamiji as it boils down to the first day what Swamiji said, being totally involved. When you are totally involved, the transformation happens. And when you see there transformation happening in you, you will invite others, you will enrich others to transform others. That you become the basis for others to get enriched. Seeing your transformation, others gets transformed. So with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's. We'll be finishing with the Purnantra. Let's bring our hands in Namaskar Mudra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Nithyanandam. See you tomorrow.
Nithyanandam.